watching Action News 5 at 10.
A lot of talk about hearts this Valentine's Day, and tonight the focus is on a Mid-South High School athlete whose heart took a beating the past 12 months.
His name is Andrew Foster, and if he hadn't spoken up when he did, he may have died. Action News 5's Carrie Anderson has a warning to all parents of young athletes.
It always takes a little bit.
Like many 16-year-old boys, Andrew Foster is active and athletic.
As long as I can remember, it's always some kind of sport, whether it's basketball, baseball, football. That's all he's ever done.
A varsity football and baseball player at Briarcrest High School, Andrew stays busy, staying in shape. But during off-season workouts the beginning of last year, Andrew noticed his abilities weren't up to par.
And I just could not keep up with everybody else. I was, working just as hard and just pushing myself, but I just couldn't keep up.
Every time he'd lift weights, he was getting dizzy, lightheaded, sick to his stomach.
To him, he couldn't be as competitive because he couldn't, run as fast or as long as the other guys. And so all of us thought it was more of a conditioning issue more than anything else.
When his conditioning didn't improve and his symptoms got worse, Andrew's pediatrician recommended he make an appointment with a cardiologist to rule out any cardiac problems.
We see a lot of children, and teenagers especially, that get dizzy and lightheaded pretty easily and frequently, and that's in and of itself is very common. The difference for him was that this happened with exercise.
Did the echocardiogram and was getting him ready to do the cardio stress test. Getting hooked up for that, the doctors came in and said, can't do that, it's too risky. We found an abnormality and it's going to have to be corrected.
Andrew's condition, an anomalous right coronary artery, a birth defect that's the second leading cause of sudden death among athletes. The scary part, those episodes at practice could have actually been mini heart attacks, leading up to a much larger one.
When she called me at work and I got that, I'll never forget that, because it was like, is this real? Are you sure this is right? Because by all appearances, he seemed like a healthy, kid.
On February 13th of last year, Andrew, then just 15 years old, had open heart surgery to correct the birth defect that could have killed him.
The particular condition that Andrew has is very dangerous. It is a cause of sudden death. When you've heard of famous athletes playing basketball or football and dying on the ball field, this is one of the things that causes that problem.
Every doctor that would come in and talk to him would say, do you know how lucky you are? And he was like, yeah. He says, no, really, most of the time this condition is diagnosed on an autopsy.
Andrew is now back, he says better than 100%, and given full clearance by his doctor to get back on the playing field.
It was great relief when he said that, just knowing that, I can get through this and then I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about anything more, the problems are solved.
I do think Andrew feels blessed to be in that position. He feels like he's been given a chance to make a difference, and so that's Andrew.
That was Carrie Anderson reporting. Dr. Waller says if Andrew had not been referred and diagnosed at the time he was, there's a good chance that he would have died playing sports. The Fosters say the lesson for all parents is to listen to your children, know the warning signs of something wrong, and to see a doctor immediately.